Foxborough.
Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Pats, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Up the middle they go with McAllister.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his fifth touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
The Patriots at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
7-7, our score after. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the ready.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well.
Here we go.
You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The Lance going to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now a play fake. Lance.
The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's go now. Red, cycle.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run again with Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Lance now on first down.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Lance. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give. Eckler running to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Lance. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
2-2 Atwell.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Patriots.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the give, McAllister with it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Lance now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A handoff to McAllister. Room here to run.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 79 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here we go.
This is McAllister. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At the 40. Operating from the gun. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Striker, 3-3.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 9 yards.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So, for the Chargers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on? You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your hands on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze.